Hey, I finished my 14th canvas for this year, for 2024, and I'm really excited. This is Milky Way Galaxy by CYC, and it's from Diamond Art Club. I started this painting on September 19th of this year and finished it December 11th, so last week. So just under 3 months, which is my normal completion time for a regular size diamond painting. I work on several different whips at a time, so it makes sense that it takes me multiple months to complete one. Unless it's a very, very big one, then it's going to take me longer, obviously. It is 56 by 76 centimeters, has 51 colors, including 2 ABs. This image is a very, very old image. I think I saw this one first when I started diamond painting, and that was back in the summer of 2020. So 4.5 years ago, which still is crazy to think about that it's been that long. But I saw someone work on this one and I put it on my wish list then. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it for a long time. I bought this one when it restocked on Black Friday or Cyber Monday last year, so 2023. Don't remember which one, but I bought it then because I love the colors. That's the main reason that I bought this. And if you've been following me for a little bit, then you probably know that I don't like landscapes. I don't do landscapes anymore. I've banned them out of my stash almost completely. I think I have one left. And that's just because they're not my thing. I don't like the colors. I don't like the confetti. I don't like that there's not specific little details that you're working on if you're doing a big landscape. But this was sort of an exception for me because it's still a landscape, but it doesn't have the most important part that I hate about landscapes, the color scheme. This color scheme is one that I absolutely love, which is why I thought that I'd give it another go. And I am really happy that I did it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I know my preference by now, and it's more detailed work. It's more object painting and not really this abstract sky mainly. All this just felt like one big blur of the same. I am really happy with the end result. I do love it, and I did love the experience of painting. I mean, it's Diamond Art Club, the quality is amazing, and since I bought it only a year ago, the most of the drills that were in here were the new ones. There were like 2 or 3 maybe colors that were the older ones. One of the purple ones was an older style drill with the facets, and that bright blue over there was also an older type drill, and maybe 1 or 2 more, but I don't recall from the top of my head. But all the other ones were the new pointy top drills, and I love those. They just fit together so nicely. I love the look. I love the way they fit, they click. Yeah, I just love them. So the more of the new drills there are, the better for me. So that in that regard, this was really, really awesome. I started at this end and I worked like that. In this corner, I have a few ABs that I added myself, but I quickly realized that I wasn't going to go through with that through the whole canvas, and I'm actually okay with that. I don't think it shows through too much. You can see a few ABs over here that I added, over there a little bit, that are not in that corner, but it's fine. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to go back and pick them off. But the reason that I decided not to follow through with my AB placement is, one, because I felt like it didn't needed it, even though there were only 2 ABs and no other specials in this kit because it's such an old kit. But the other reason why is because I thought it was really, really difficult to place them nicely, to pick the places where they would suit the painting, because I'm not going to replace a whole color with all ABs. That's not my style of adding specials. I usually just scatter them throughout and just do a little bit at a time, but then you have to remember, if you do one section, you have to follow through with that little bit of a bee that you were placing on the section next to it. And in this case, all the colors just blended through. As you can see, that purple, for example, it runs all through there. So if I would have started placing a bead there, I would have had to continue it all the way down there, and I just wasn't about to put that on myself, to remember where I put the beads and to follow through in the next section. So I just stopped that really quickly after a few sections and I just stuck to whatever Diamond Art Club has charted in here. But this was also a canvas where I timed myself on. Only the third complete one that I timed the whole thing, and that makes me really excited because I love timing myself, not because I want to rush myself, but just to see how long stuff takes me. Because again, with this one, I would have expected this to take me a lot longer than it did. If you would have asked me before, I would have guessed like 40-ish hours maybe to complete this one, but it only, air quotes, took me 27 hours and 35 minutes to complete this. It's not an exact science. When I start painting, I set a timer, just a little stopwatch thingy that I have in my diamond painting box. But when I go to the toilet, or when I go to grab something to drink, or when I talk to my husband for a little bit, I don't stop that timer. So yeah, it's probably a bit less that I actually worked on this, but I'm going to stick to 27 hours, 35 minutes. I'm still planning sometime to start a logbook to put that stuff all in, but for now I just have it on a piece of paper. I just keep track of my diamond painting times on this piece of paper, and then I put it in a notebook when I'm done. But I need to get started on that logbook. But yeah, so I really enjoyed this painting. There are a few things that I would have done differently maybe, but they're just tiny small things. I'm going to show you up close in a little bit, but I'll tell you right now what they are so you can see them as a whole. There are a few parts on this arch that I think stick out too much, that should have been background color drills, but they are not. For example, that orange little thingy sticking out, and over there on the top, that black thing also poking out. I think those should have been background colors, so the flow of the arch would have been nicer. I did check if I didn't place the wrong drills. I didn't. It's really charted like this on the canvas. That's why I decided to leave it. Just not going to look at it. It's fine. But those are really the only minor little things that I would have been happy to see differently on this canvas. I really love the effect of the blue, especially the light blue here in the middle around the arch. It's super pretty and it's beautifully done, beautifully rendered. I also like that there's purple, blue, and pink in the sky. Especially because you don't see too much pink in skies in diamond paintings very often, so that's nice. This part was a bit tedious to me. It was a lot of dark colors, a lot of the same color blocky but not color blocky, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I guess there's not much else left to say. We're going to take a close-up look at this one. Over here we have that little bit sticking out that I think should have been just this green. Over here there's just maybe only that one, or maybe those four should have been blue in my opinion. But over here are a few of the ABs that I added myself. These I added myself. These were charted in here. The orange ones. Over here some more that I did myself that, looking back, I shouldn't have, but it's all fine. My favorite part of the canvas was this little guy with his flashlight. it's the only real object in this painting that I could paint, so that's why it's my favorite probably. Yeah, and over here you can see there is a lot of line blocking. This painting wasn't really too confetti heavy, especially over here in the pink. There were a lot of little blocks of color. Over here in the sky, in these parts, were obviously a little bit more confetti-like, and I think the most confetti-heavy part of the painting was this little piece, but still not too bad. This is the blue one that I was telling you, that is the old drill, and surrounding you can see they're all of the newer pointy drills. What I also really liked is the other AB, this white. All the white little dots that you're seeing are ABs, which makes that it's a very, very shimmery painting. And I used to paint just the whole section, leave those little white spots for last, and fill them in with ABs to finish the section off, which was a really nice sense of completion, if you know what I mean. So that's going to be about it for this painting. I started my new whip yesterday. It's going to be chroma, if you haven't seen this. I was going to show you the leftover drills for this one, but I just realized that I already dekitted it. I filmed a video on it a few days ago, so if you're interested in seeing the leftover drills, there were tons of every color. I didn't run out. I didn't come close to running out, as we are all used to from Diamond Art Club. So yeah, it's just not that important to me to show the leftover drills from Diamond Art Club because there's nothing interesting to show. So I hope you enjoyed this video again. Let me know if you also worked on this canvas ever, or if you're maybe planning on doing so. I know it's out of stock right now, but I'm betting they will restock it. They've done that every time it's sold out in the past, so I would be surprised if it wasn't restocked. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.